V. To help you understand how a capacitor works, I'll just quickly show you how one is made. All it consists of are a couple of bits of aluminium foil with some insulator in between. The piece of insulation that you put between the two aluminium strips is called the dielectric. We need to place a couple of bits of copper wire against the aluminium foil to give good electrical contact. The whole thing would work quite well as a capacitor just as it is, but it's made much more convenient by rolling the whole thing up. In order to be able to roll it up, you need to put a second piece of insulation on the back so that the two pieces of foil don't touch. Once it's rolled up and the bits of wire are twisted into one, it looks and acts pretty well like any conventional commercial capacitor. Perhaps the most obvious way to increase the capacity is to increase the area of the plates. This spreads the charge out and increases the capacity of the component. The value of the capacitor C is directly proportional to the area A. In other words, if you double the area of the plates, you will also double the capacitance. The charge is pushed onto the capacitor by the potential difference of the supply. However, the attractive force between the positive and negative on the two opposite plates plays a major part. That attractive force tends to hold the charge on the plates. If the plates are further apart, the force is smaller. The greater the distance between the two plates, then the smaller the value of the capacitance. So if little d is the distance between the two plates, then the value of capacitance is inversely proportional to d, i.e. proportional to 1 over d. The space between the two plates is taken up by a dielectric. A dielectric is primarily an insulator so that a current can't flow between the positive and negative plates. Air is a reasonable dielectric and often used. A vacuum is also good, but rather impractical. The vast majority of dielectrics are solids because they have the ability to keep the two plates apart. And thirdly, the dielectric should enhance the value of the electric field. In that way, the force between the charges is larger and they are held more firmly on the plates, hence increasing the value of the capacitance.